You're. Let me put this. I had to come back out here because I was like, yo, listen to what I'm saying right here. If I snuck up on a deer in the grass where he belonged, and I could hear his breathing, it's on camera. You understand what I'm talking about? It's on camera. So I could have kicked that deer in his ass, or I could have put that knife right in his side. So just like you, somebody might be trying to practice my death. I'm practicing theirs. When I run down on them. But I ain't put the knife in the side. I let the deer go. I wasn't there for that. I had to go backwards and see who was in the crib and what was in the crib. Meaning, what the fuck I care about that deer? He did something to me. He a living creature, and it was a buck. You know what a buck is? That's why I said the buck stops here. Nigga trying to hit something. Yeah, I show you Tanny Newton, and then y'all see me. Me. Tanny Newton dead. Or Tanny Robinson. That's my Uncle Tanny. I told you. But nobody reported on Trump. Nobody. Who reported on Trump going after Michelle Obama and saying she would did that? Well, not Trump, but it was Trump. He just went through the UFC thing to say that this boy was, to try to say that this dude with this American flag all over his head and all of that with all the colors on it and everything. He went after Michelle Obama. Said she was mad. And I'm going to tell you something. No disrespect to President Obama. I salute him all the time. But as soon as he said that, again, or brought that out again, guess what? Yo, just like that, she filed suit for, what's the name? Because he gonna have to prove that. You can't just be going out there questioning somebody, you know what I mean, what they what they uh what they into, or they that, because what you saying, somebody went and grabbed that, and you felt, and you said, yo, boy's trans, that's a transgender, but she has childbearing hips. Peak game. Y'all gotta peak this game. Cause you know, as soon as I get off, I get right back on and see what people saying, talking about. So immediately I see a John is talking about Beyonce is Solange Knowles' mother because she has childbearing hips. Now, I ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world, but I ain't the dumbest either. So the person that's talking is talking theory, saying that if a woman And it's a white dude has childbearing hips. That means she had a baby before. I can show you a woman that had two children, C-section on one and one vaginal. And she ain't got no childbearing hips. Her shit is like gym. She's like a gymnast to this day. So where the fuck y'all get? Why was they put that out? Yeah, that's how you set a trap. Yeah, yeah. They kept asking this question like, "Yo, would you vote for? Who would you vote for in 2028 if President Obama and Michelle Obama would go in?" Yeah, fucking real. Now, excuse my French, whatever you want to call it. Now, I don't know who know Michelle Obama. I don't know Michelle Obama. I know her maiden name. That's all. I just know her maiden name. So I don't be saying. I don't be talking about it or nothing. I don't know nothing. But that's something me and my partner always talked about was, yo, that was some cockamamie stuff. And I trust my partner with everything, with my life. So I was never rocking with that that BS. And it just so happened that my daughter thought I was, and I was like, nah. I ain't talking about. I'm talking about something else. You ain't looking at something else. I ain't talking about no. I don't think no every woman. You look just like one of them women I'm talking about. My daughter, she's skinny, tall, like her mammy, and did everything that her mammy did. Ran track. Yeah, she did everything that her mammy did because she came off the mammary. Yeah, she sucked that tit. So when I kept saying it, I was like, wait man, hold up. No, these motherfuckers in dollars, they must have taken like Similac or something. You ain't take Persobi. You must have, y'all, just a lot of y'all is just taking Similac like, I don't drink this thing, got all these fucking allergies and all of that shit. Like, no, I took time, read the article, shots in the dark, all of this shit. So I know the doctors from when my little girl was, yo, I don't like to hear my little girl cry. So I asked the doctor, would you give this to your child? And she wouldn't answer me. So don't give it to my child. But child, I'm telling you, they grow up and they get their own ideals and they want to do whatever the fuck they want to do. If they want to got that drawing, my daughter want to got that drawing. I just made sure that I took a picture when I was the one that was there to pick her up because she was scared. I was there to pick her up. And I took a fucking, yeah, look in that room, and however many people y'all was saying, I don't know nothing. Wasn't nobody in that fucking joint I was in. And I'm talking about, I don't know nothing though. Then I watched the ATM move. You could no longer, you could no longer go to the ATM right there. I don't know why that shit was. It was at a credit union. It was called Freedom Credit Union. And then I got police and fire credit union. I got that written down on a piece of paper. I don't know why. And it got a Texas number. Ain't that crazy? That'd be some crazy work if I just put all of that shit right on the screen right now. But Nizar, why would I do that? I don't even know. Yo, motherfuckers got families living in the same fucking city, real tight. I was meant to be there because I don't know what the fuck was going on there, but somebody, mom was there. I'm protecting her. I don't know who mom was, but I I protect her. Yeah, meaning in any way support your own. Like yo, I ain't yeah, I ain't on that. But certain people, you don't hear me talk about them and like here, cause like yo, motherfucker, yo, listen. If you heard the name Solomon, you know the name Solomon, Freddie Solomon. He played for the Eagles. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Freddie Solomon got into. I wasn't in that shit. Me and everything passed down to just cause my name Solomon don't mean I take after the Solomon guy. Yeah, for the most part, yes. I do. Yeah, I despise them, but that's my family. And my mom named me that, not no fucking government. The government just fucked up on the first two names. Yeah, my first and my middle name. You know, assassins, they usually have like three names. But I ain't assassinating nobody. I said the buck stops here. Yeah, because the mom said she don't want shit on his apple. So the buck, I don't know what buck I don't know what buck, but what y'all call a buck. Yeah, we call him young buck or the young bull, or are we saying a buck? Yeah, the bucking, bow, bow, stops here. She said, "You better not." I said, "I didn't put my hands on nobody." I made sure that I said I didn't put my hands on anyone. I didn't. I haven't put my hands on nobody except my daughter. Yeah, that's my fucking business. If my daughter come out her mouth and she say something that she shouldn't say, like call me out my name, and I'm up here fighting because somebody calling you out your name, yeah, you better get it right. I don't care what her choices are. She made it in life. That's my daughter. And then I got my baby girl. I'm, I'm not giving up none, neither one of them. Yeah, put one of yours up there so I can buck them down. Or we understand that we family. Yeah, because some of these motherfuckers are stupid. The less motherfuckers that know, yeah, you go out there, yeah, go out there, watch the gate. There's enemies out there. Barack Obama's mother was Caucasian. You think he wouldn't protect his mom? How stupid is you think he ain't care about his mom? Y'all call him. Y'all. Y'all call him. Not first y'all was calling him the first black president. Y'all was happy with him and everything. They had a black, I think they had a black dog and everything. And then the next thing I know, y'all want to put all these lights all on the fucking house and say, yo, the first gay president. So I knew I was getting ready to find out. I was going to get to the bottom of that. And that's where I found BuzzFeed. Yeah, BuzzFeed. Roger Stone, and then Dirty Money, the sixth episode of the first season. Tell you about Donald Trump. Right on. I'm telling you, you go look at the sixth episode on the first season of Dirty Money. It show you Donald Trump. And it's yo, the boy was lying. The boy been lying. I'm just saying. I still gotta salute him because he the president. But yo, if this nigga talking crazy all about a veteran and all that, yo, if I was to walk up to Donald Trump, he would not say none of that shit that he's saying. That he's saying anything that president wouldn't say nothing, none of that, because I already know his whole spiel. And yeah, wasn't he dancing with the burglar, the hamburger from Burger King? Yeah, you like the Trump. It's a brand. But that whole China shit, bro, yo, I had the whole fucking Trump, all the Trump ties and everything. And I had to look on the back. I said, these motherfuckers made in China. Ah, Nizar. You trying to run Plizzy on us. Yeah, I know your play too. Yeah, but I ain't, you know, what was crazy? I ain't even never look up your jizzle. I just looked at your pizza. And then when you look at there, I look at, what the buildings look like at that time in New York, and how you wanted to go to Hollywood first. Yeah, then you came to Philly and went to the Wharton School of Business. Yeah, that's right down there at the University of Pennsylvania. Yeah, right in that sixth episode, how you got in is by telling people secrets or spreading rumors. But you still allegedly the commander in chief. I seen you walk down that motherfucking, when you walk down that joint, I seen you bending up your wife's fingers. I saw that. I ain't even Liz on it. And I seen how she looked at you, ew. But that's a grown woman. That's abuse. It's abuse. It's abuse. It's abuse. I'm still trying to figure the fuck out though. When we don't talking about abuse, yo, of not somebody that's 15 and up. We don't talk about the abuse from that age and down. So if somebody's saying, yo, I'm about to expose how this person had sex with this person at, yeah, they was 15. Yeah, my mom was 16, was 4, matter of fact, my mom was 14 when she had my sister, but that's still my sister. And guess what? Yeah, I ain't, yo, you see me putting any pictures of them on the fucking, I'm trying to tell the family business all on the fucking joint. Yeah, you don't, if you know my mom and all of that, I ain't, yeah, did I ever show my mom on here? Yeah, so how the fuck anybody would know my mom? You must have went and go looked up my mom, because I wasn't playing with you in the first fucking place. Pussy, I'm trying to tell you, show you I wasn't trying to kill you. I said I'm gonna destroy you. Yeah, I'm letting you go over there and tell us the whole Mo 3 fucking story, and you got Kilo over there. That's how I wanted it. Because she gonna tell us, yeah, why ask her them hard questions with the real estate. Because I know Kilo. Yeah, John like her, yeah, I could look at her. I seen her like three different ways: blonde wig, dark wig. I seen her all types of different ways. And as soon as I come in there and say ratchet, you going to jail. One of your moderators, whoever they knew, that means you know every channel I got. You listening to everything I say, and you know now that you're going to jail. You just ain't trying to tell your peoples that. I don't give a fuck if you tell them that or not. You going to jail, nigga, or I'm going to hell. Now, as I peruse Google Earth one day, at the end of the day, at least as far as I showed people, then you see it was a Jackson married to one of us. I don't got a lot. And I go over and fly over the town and show you how every church was closed that day for Mo 3 Day. The churches, national, at least in Georgia. I ain't come up in Philly and see what they doing. I don't do that. I mean, that's something you will automatically know, right? I would know that if I'm up in this motherfucking Philadelphia, y'all show some type of respect for Mo before I blew this bitch up in here. But I ain't had to do that because I wasn't concerned with what Philly was doing because I'm following the ancestors. My grandmother said, watch Georgia. So I show you how far as the eye can see. We are the receipts. Sometimes your family needs you to be who you say you are. I said the buck stops here because I don't know who nobody are. Y'all know? Y'all know who they are over here? Yeah. I showed one dead body over here, my niece. Yeah. I showed you, yeah, my dead sister. Everything y'all wanted to say. And y'all wanted to see how it was going to affect me. That's what y'all wanted to see. Yo, when it come down to our joint, don't touch my kids. You talked about them. So, nigga, I'm bucking you or that nigga. You and your nigga. And the bitch. All three of y'all. Or that's who I'm going to name. And Enrico. And the companies that y'all represent. And y'all ain't going to say nothing. Y'all ain't going to say nothing. You can't tell on nobody. Nine, disclosure agreements. Hey, family will go out of existence. So what? I said Brown. The last house sold in Philly, and it was under their name. It was a dispute between. It wasn't even a dispute. A Brown died. A Robinson lived and was waiting for something to close. But I'm checking out you, making sure everything, so that the family ain't a part of none of that. So when I seen the family ain't part of none of that, all right, let's get back to work then. Like, what niggas is talking about? Because if you try to expose me, you expose yourself. Either that motherfucker is a part of our family and people ain't telling me, and you know that I easily can find them. Yeah, if that nigga sitting up here talking about he up here on just for fun, no, you ain't, nigga, because you gonna get done. You from Philly, grats. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Yo, don't no nigga get on the internet and brag that he smashed somebody else's wife. Not while he was there, but while he was in jail locked up. And you here for fun? I ain't. I told you, keep looking at the thumbnails. You was AI back then, and you wanted to be me. I'm trying to tell you. She's telling me. But if she did that, then she's a liar. So I don't trust neither one of you motherfuckers. So I tell you straight up. And you come right out and say it. Yeah. I make you say what you shouldn't have said. Even Donald Trump, he shouldn't have had somebody else come out and say that Michelle Obama was a man, because she filed in 24 hours. In 24 hours, it will be Juneteenth. So either I get my ass to work and just amend the suit we already had. Let me go ahead and get off this joint. Because when I tell you the boy Ratchet going to jail, I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Yeah, you heard me call a woman a bitch on here and everything. But that woman sought to be a home wrecker. And yeah, you had a husband. I mean, you got his husband. So when I say ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3, to Jackson's. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that Jackson. Yeah, I didn't go there. I never been there. I said I was on three side, the red. I told you how many words could you make out of this? So I ain't never said nothing about no word, other words that could be made out of it. I wouldn't double cross them. Cause it's only a few people that know. If I nailed it,